Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on. Bang this in your whips, stack them Cody with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused in the dope, it's like a penny with the hole in it.
Hello and welcome to Ladies Night right here on Independent Television. My name is Ameze Bazwai. Yes, you can call me the Empress of the Airways. As always, I've got a fantastic topic to discuss today on the show. And I'm not alone as usual. I've got 3 beautiful ladies that will be joining me on the show today. I've got the ever-glowing C. White. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. I'm good, thank you. I've got Elizabeth as well. How are you doing? Wonderful. And finally, I have Sherifat in the building. How are you doing? Thank you. It's nice to have you guys in the studio today. And we're going to be looking at something that has to do with friendship, has to do with relationship. And that particular thing in question is malice. Now, I was actually going through a couple of articles about malice. And I think the way we use the word nowadays is not really what it means, but most of us know malice to be when you're quarreling with someone or you have a disagreement or a misunderstanding with someone and you decide not to talk to that person. Both of you pass each other on the roads, you don't talk to each other, you don't help each other do anything. That's what we usually refer to as malice. But while I was actually doing a little research, I found out that the most appropriate word for that would be keeping a grudge. But for the purpose of this program, we're going to be looking at it with the term malice. Now, I'll start off with C. White. The way you smile just now, you look like someone who has kept a malice before.
Well, probably because of the conversation we get to know.
Okay, so tell me, have you ever done it? And if yes, tell me why you did it.
Okay.
Or be you are doing it.
Okay. Well, I must say that malice. Where is the place of malice in a healthy relationship? Does it really have to come into play? Something that should be found. Is it something that we should practice if we call the relationship a healthy relationship? Now, if it's a healthy relationship, then I won't say categorically that malice is not supposed to have a stay in that relationship. But regardless, we are humans. We're bound to err.
Okay, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you.
Why?
I'm not talking generally. I said you.
I'm still talking.
No preambles.
No
You're already giving preambles. I want to just hear your answer.
Preambles. I'm still talking.
Okay. Go ahead and please go straight to the point.
Okay.
Have you kept malice before?
Well,
and why?
I will not say I have.
Okay.
I won't say I have. But the thing I would say is, I only kept mute to get reasons why that person don't want to respond to me.
Okay.
I didn't keep malice.
Okay,
but
so
I just
silent
kept,
treatment is a better word.
I didn't even say a silent treatment. I just
Okay.
kept mute. Let me just use that word mute. I just kept quiet for some time to really know if this is what this person wanted. Like, this person wanted us to keep malice, or this person wanted us to just keep that grudge and bear grudges against each other. So when I did that, I got to realize that, okay, this was exactly what the person wanted, and I said, like, I can't continue, because for me, it's not funny. I must say, it's not funny. So I will not say that I have kept malice.
All right, Elizabeth.
Not really.
In all honesty.
All right, there was something that actually happened around me, but I don't want to say it's malice because I was like trying to understand why the person was acting the way she was acting. So I just had to like give her space and let her be for some time. So I noticed it was going to that extent of grudge and malice. So I don't like keeping grudges and malice. I don't. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Most especially maybe I see this person and we are students and we are in the same class receiving lectures together from the same lecturer. So I wasn't comfortable about it. So I had to reach out to the person to find out what was happening. So the person also gave me what the reasons why she was not happy with me. So I also explained why I wasn't happy with the person. So we settled our scores. So that's it. I didn't really want to keep malice because that's not my kind of person.
Okay. All right. How about you, Sherifat?
Malice, like keeping malice. I will not say yes, because malice, the definition I've come to realize about malice is an evil intention towards someone. When the intention is to, let's say, spoil the person's image and all that. Yes, we are humans with different
Mindsets, opinions.
opinions and all that, and we are bound to have this rough edges with our partners, not just partners, even your place of work and all that. People will definitely step in your toes. But what I would say is keeping your cool. Let's say you just want to stay out from the heat of the moment and you just want to think, but the intention is to actually make the person know that to fix the relationship.
Okay, I'm going to cut you short too. Just where I cut you where short. Wait. Okay. Ask a question and I want you to answer based on your own personal experience. I don't want to hear what it should be or how it should be. That's why I actually cut CY short as well. So it's the same thing. Your own experience. Have you kept malice before? Have you held it? Okay, let's not use the word malice because it seems you have read articles like the ones I read. Now tell me, have you held a grudge with against someone that made you decide you're not talking to this person again? You're not, if the person is passing this way, you're passing the other way. Be honest. That's what I want to know.
Yes, I said we are individuals with different beliefs, and it has happened.
Now you're just justifying why you did.
No, I'm not trying to justify. What I'm trying to say, I've had issues with people just because they didn't understand me in that particular time and all that. But the bottom line is you don't have an evil intention towards them, but you just want to stay out of it because of the reasons best known to you.
So indirectly, you're just saying yes, you had.
Yes, you
Just
have.
to stay
Both of
out
you,
of
it's
it.
like you guys grew up in the same area. It's only Elizabeth who actually went straight to the
No, she also explained.
No.
Like
She only
I
said this is why she doesn't like it, and that's why she had. I listen.
you know,
to everything.
you did not, or because if you also did, you would have understood that I said I was actually giving you reasons why I have not.
She said she has not. I said I have.
Okay.
And I said,
All right. It's not a war of words.
it's not a debate. Oh.
Let's head on to what we think are the effects
Okay.
of keeping malice or holding a grudge. Let's not use malice. Holding a grudge against someone and giving the silent treatment. What are the effects? Let's start with C. White.
Okay. If you're giving a silent treatment to someone you call your friend, because I don't want to talk about your partner. Partner is something resolvable sometimes. So I don't want to talk about people who are romantically involved. Let me just talk about friends. If you're giving your friend a silent treatment and you don't think that it's not healthy for the relationship, like it's not something that is going to make the relationship thrive, like it's not something that's going to make the relationship go further beyond where it is, then I must tell you that you're making a very big mistake, because giving a silent treatment to a relationship, you know that this is someone you call your friend, will definitely make the relationship not grow. It will, the flow will no longer be there. And then again, the communication, and even when both of you try to even resolve the issues, the vibe will not be as it used to be from the onset. So there are so many things we need to know that if this happens in your relationship as friends, even as female or even with your opposite sex as he's my man friend, like boyfriend, not someone you're romantically involved with. So it can affect the relationship. It will never be the same way it used to be. That relationship will not, I don't know how I'm going to say it. It's no longer experience the sweetness, the good moments it used to have when both of you started, because misunderstanding is something that you should never allow, no matter what. But then again, I'm of the opinion that in as much as that relationship is there, you should always bear in mind that there will be rooms for misunderstanding. And then again, when that misunderstanding pops up, what makes us mature is for us to allow that misunderstanding to give us room to understand each other better and know where and what not to do to offend each other next time. But as far as keeping silent, bearing grudge, and allow it to degenerate into something both of you cannot handle, I tell you, that relationship can never, I will never be the way it used to be. Even if both of you have to come out together, it will just be like struggling to build the relationship back.
All right, Elizabeth, what do you think?
I'm sorry, can you give the questions again?
What are the effects
All
of
right.
holding a grudge against someone?
It affects you as a person, like your health, because according to scientific research and observations, it says that keeping grudges or keeping something bitter in your heart can lead to a heart attack. So I don't think it's healthy for anyone to keep grudges, to keep silent treatment, just like Sarah said, silent treatment to anyone. If you have issues with anyone and you feel you're not comfortable with, even if you're comfortable with it, because some persons, they have a very tough hearts, they are unable to forgive. Hardened heart. So even if they feel they are still at wrong, they still don't want to like admit. So the best thing you should do is to communicate the situation to help yourself as a person. And another thing that can lead to another effect is that it's reduce that love between you and that person. Yes, if you claim you love someone, of course you should allow them be expressible with them. If they give you, if they do anything or make you feel unloved, express yourself because of that love you have for them. So that's it.
Okay, Sharifat, any extra ones you want to add?
There's a few. Okay, the effects of keeping malice. I would say it affects you health-wise, like what she said, whereby you feel whenever you see the presence of the person, that the person is in sight, all the thoughts of that person just comes to you. There's this feeling that comes, and it's not a good one. Then apart from that, it hinders. It destroys us spiritually, like it hinders our prayer. You get me? So it's even written that we must all come to God with clean hearts, right? So by the time you are keeping malice with your fellow person, it kind of drains you spiritually. And let's say for in the other cases whereby you have kids and all that, it can also affect this psychology of the children, and at the end of the day, it just drains the light out of the relationship.
Yeah. Okay, there was something I was actually expecting one of you to say, or anybody to say.
Okay.
Elizabeth actually mentioned it earlier on while she was trying to explain how she felt when she was not talking to a friend of hers. The aspect of not having peace, not having joy.
Yes.
You guys seem to have escaped that. Now, when you keep malice, when you keep a grudge against someone, the person that actually goes through the most trauma is you.
True.
You are the one who will be apprehensive when you see the person passing by. You're the one who will want to run away. Like you said, your health depreciates because your heart is skipping more than it should be. You're the one who is always dodging. You're the one who is always thinking evil thoughts. Even if you're a good person, see, we are human beings. Bad thoughts may run through your mind. You're the one who's always thinking how you could have handled the situation with the person earlier on. So many things are with you. You don't have peace, you don't have joy, you don't have happiness because of that person. You may deceive yourself and say it's not the person that's giving you joy. But the truth is, anytime that person's matter, anytime that person comes up, you're not okay. You will never be okay until you settle the whole issue.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to just quickly say something because you know you talked about the person will not be the person will be restless, will not be happy, will not have joy, and the person will want to always be on the dodge if he sees the person. Let me tell you, there are some persons that if their mind is made up to keep malice with you, whether they see you coming, they will chest you.
They'll pass you.
I'm not saying you can't. See, I'm one person who might be able to do that because I have this strong. I can't do it. I know it's not good, but I can do it.
No, you know.
So what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
it's not as if they cannot pass you. They can greet you, safe, but deep down in their hearts, to talk to you, not the hungry. Yes. Do you understand? There are people who are strong-willed, they are strong-hearted, strong-minded. Yes, they can see you and pass. If people are even talking about you in their presence, they will still put their mouth, and it may not necessarily be bad things.
Yeah.
But deep down, they are not okay with you. You understand?
Yeah, I know because what I'm also trying, the point I'm trying to establish is, like some persons, they are hardened regardless whether they talk to you or not. They don't feel anything. Yes.
No, they are deceiving themselves.
No, I don't think they are deceiving. See,
I don't think they are deceiving themselves. There are some persons like
I
that.
disagree with you. You know why?
Because deep down inside,
No, you're judging with your you're
Experience.
judging with your personal experience.
Or your person, your kind of
Yeah, your kind
person.
of person.
What has been on ground?
Sherifat, I totally disagree. It is my opinion, and it's also your opinion. But I can tell you categorically, based on what I've heard from someone, that if you would a quarrel, if you dey pass, he doesn't know if you exist. He doesn't even know if you're living. He doesn't even care. There are some persons like that. If they are having issues with you, they don't feel anything. The only person that feels troubled, that doesn't have peace, is someone that cares about you. Someone that genuinely loves you, regardless of the issue both of you are having. But if I don't love you, if I don't have feelings for you as my friend, if I don't even care about you, if I'm keeping malice with you, my sister, you're just so much on your own. I don't care whether you're existing. I can pass you 24 hours and I don't even...
You can pass me?
No, I'm trying to tell you that
Okay,
if the person, the person can pass you 24 hours without giving a damn about you, without even knowing if someone like you exists. The person will not even eat from what you're eating. There are some persons like that. Those are the people I tag demons in human form. Because I have heard someone say that. That's why I said there are some persons you can only feel. You can only be uncomfortable because you still care about that person. There's still part of that person that's still running through you like, oh, and my friend did so, I still love her, I still love him, I still do this. That's why you're feeling that kind of thing. Don't say because we are human. There are some persons that are human but they don't have human feelings. I tell you, for me, this is my opinion though.
And is it possible to be keeping grudges with someone and you're greeting this person, you pass this person, you guys just talk, but deep down inside of you, you're not happy with this person. You are keeping grudges with this person, and maybe probably the other person also knows that you are keeping grudges with her or with him, but both of you are just acting like it's okay, everything is fine.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some persons that do like that, like that. Should be everywhere. Let's pretend. Let's deceive ourselves. Let's just talk. Babe, what's up? How far? This. We just talk. We just vibe. But deep down, we know that all is not well. So it's doable. It's doable for my own.
Are you trying to resolve this situation, or things like that?
I just want to be sure if it's possible.
Very possible.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the place of silent treatment. Now, most times when you hold a grudge against someone, it's usually because you had an issue with the person and you really don't want to have anything to do with that person again. Most times it comes with not talking to the person. Now, can you give someone the silent treatment without necessarily being or holding grudges, having evil thoughts or having evil mindsets against that person? Can that silent treatment be that you do not want to have anything to do with this person again? Probably they have a bad influence on you and you just don't want that negative energy around you. Is it possible?
For me, it is possible. If you're talking about this one, I think currently I'm in that kind of situation like, I don't have anything against this person, but I just don't want to see myself hanging around the person. It's not because I have any intentions of probably I don't have any negative vibes, negative energy around him, but I just don't want to see myself because any moment you guys are around, he talks too much. He said the things he's not supposed to say. I'm sure you will know the person I'm actually talking about, but I don't want to. But I don't want to mention. She knows, but no, she knows. But I don't want
know
to
the person, but I probably don't know who you're talking about.
Currently, yes.
Yeah.
But the moment, like, he has been a very good friend of mine, but the moment he sees you around someone else, he talks bad, he just wants to be in possession, he's a colleague, let me use the word, you know, so he just wants to make you feel bad, talk things about you. And if you confront him to tell him that, I don't like this thing you're doing, it gets worse. It gets worse. So the best thing for me, I got to realize that is the best answer to what he's doing. Whenever he's talking, I don't contribute. Whenever there is a conversation, I don't contribute. I just keep calm. The only thing I owe him now is, good morning, no, good afternoon, no, good evening. He will not even answer me. But then again, it fastens my steps. Because I have told you on several occasions that I don't like this. And you don't even care about my feelings, though, as a friend. It means you don't really love me. You don't even like me. Because if I tell you that this thing you're doing, how can you just, you talk about somebody, you gossip somebody at will, without even thinking about how that person will feel, or if this person hears this, how would the person feel? Or maybe because I told you this thing because we are friends. And at the end of the day, the thing I told you because we are friends, you're using it to mock me. You're using it to laugh at me. And I get to hear people tell me things like this, and you're the one that I told. And me hearing it, how do you expect me to feel? I told you because I confided in you as a friend. I feel we are friends. And then again, I'm hearing all these things outside. How do you want me to feel? It's not cool. So the best thing I needed to do was just to just lie low. But not because I have bad energies around him or bad vibes. I just want to be. So.
All right, Elizabeth, what do you have to say?
Oh, I think you answered something.
No, after you. After you.
All right,
Silent
silent treatment. Sometimes it's nice and sometimes it's not. You know, some persons, they are very hot-tempered. So in that moment, whereby for them to just react, to start leading to fights, quarrel, issues, instead you just have to lay low and be calm. And sometimes it's not really good. It's best whereby if you are not cool with a person or you notice that person is acting strange towards you, I think it's best for you to communicate it with each other, discuss it, like, what's up, I think you're doing this thing I don't like, and the person might also want to agree, or sometimes they don't even agree, like, this thing is not okay. So I think for me, it's nice to sometimes communicate to that person that this is what is happening that you don't like, and sometimes it's better to just keep calm. Yeah, depends on the situation. So that's my share.
Sure.
The question again?
Silent treatment. Let me help by this time around.
Silent treatment.
Yeah, if it's
Yeah,
cool.
for me, it's cool because right now I'm just like in that position. You know, one thing about life is the energy. For me, personally, the energy you give me is what I give out. There are some people you just be around with them and you really don't like their energy. It's not as if you don't want fight, you don't want fight, you don't want trouble, you get me?
Yeah.
But you don't like the energy. Like what you said, the person that will gossip another person to you definitely will go back and gossip you to that person. So that's not a friend for me. You understand? So I just give you that space. Not be fight though. I will just give you that space. I will see you. I will even hug you. But you see, that limit, I will create that boundary,
Boundaries.
whereby that closeness. Because what I know is that the walls don't have ears. Your friends actually sold you out. So one just have to be careful. Yes, the silent treatments, I'm all in for that.
I want to react to what she said. She said that there was the thing is trying to just get right. You said that your friend that discussed someone to you.
Someone that gossiped. Like
Are we
when
talking
you are
about
actually bad mouthing, you know, makes something like when you are talking negatively about someone, then the same person, definitely that person that is saying trash about
Are
the
you
particular
talking
person.
about random person or
No,
you're
no, I'm
talking
just
about
saying-
your friend?
No, I'm just saying.
Generally.
If you're
No,
generalizing it, but I think the question sorry, I might be misunderstanding. She asks is a silent treatment to your
Yes.
friend or to someone, right?
Yes, and I said I'm all in for that, and I made
Okay.
instances. I think I would
You
say that.
did, but the emphasis I'm just trying to lay is based on the fact that you said that someone that gossips someone to you
Yeah,
can
yes.
also gossip
Do-
you to someone.
yes.
It's a truth statement, but are you saying that generally like random person or your friend?
I actually think
I'm
means
very
both.
selectively. I'm
Okay.
very selective about my friends.
Okay.
That's a personal thing, and generally, people you don't just see strangers because it's the people that you mingle with, right?
Yeah.
So the people that you have a kind of
Conversations.
communication with, so you can still categorize them as your friends. You
Okay,
understand?
let me just quickly give my reactions.
Okay.
Now, why I was trying to find out if you're talking about your friend or just a random person, because
General.
if you are my friend, let's say
Okay.
for instance, Ameze, I call her my friend. Elizabeth, I call her my friend.
Okay.
And I'm going to judge based on my own personal kind of person. You tell me something because we are close,
Okay.
and you call me your friend. Even if we have misunderstanding, those things you told me because we are friends, and you told me because you confided in me. So even if we have issues, God being so kind, those things you told me while we were still very okay, you won't hear it outside.
Okay.
That is on you.
Exactly.
That's why she's saying that. There are some persons who.
That is
That's
why Sherifa, thank you so much. We're actually running out of time. I just wanted her to land. That is you, according to
Yes.
Sherifat and Elizabeth and me. That is you. Some people are
There are
not
some
like
persons
that.
that are
You
not
made
like
mention of
that.
someone who is hardened, that can actually keep malice and will not be bothered.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Some people are like that. They will not be
I have different sets of persons.
Okay, so that's where I'll call it a wrap on the show. I feel like we should have a part 2 of this episode,
Honestly.
but no worries. My name is Ameze Bazwaye, the Empress of the Airwaves. I've had C. White, Caroline Okonji, I've had Elizabeth, and of course I've had Sherifat join me on the show today. Most definitely we'll be here same time, same station next week for yet another exciting edition of the program. Good night.
Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L side, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night, and I'm the rookie on this all-star team.